Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Doctor Who reaction. And this is season 14, episode 1. Some of them people are going to call it season 1 or series 1, episode 1. But I'm going to stick to the chronology that we all know. So it's season 14, episode 1, Star Babies, Space Babies, Space Babies. Is this a title nod to Amy Pond being worried that her baby was going to be a time baby or something? Or is this something else like the Adipose? They were space babies, kind of. I don't know. Okay then, right, elephant in the room. I was going to make a video before this series started about the inherent phobia within the Doctor Who fandom and certain channels that shall remain nameless. I say certain phobias because they really cover it all. I mean, they do. They cover all their bases: misogyny, racism, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, homophobia, and transphobia. But it ended up being way too big a subject, and another channel, Mr. TARDIS, does such a much better job at shutting these people up. And anyway, I don't think anybody that's watching my reactions is of that mindset. And if you are, then I'm sorry, but I don't agree with you. I don't think there's anything wrong with Ncuti Gatwa. I'm really looking forward to his first proper performance. I will say, up front, I really thought it was a bad idea to introduce Ncuti Gatwa in his first story, his first full story being a Christmas special. I loved the bi-generation idea, and the giggle was just like the perfect end to those 60th anniversary specials. Either way, I think I would have preferred the regeneration to have been at the end of the Christmas special. They could have saved the Church on Ruby Road for like an ordinary story. So yeah, I know David Tennant was introduced in his first full story as a Christmas special, and I don't think that worked as well as it could have done either, to be fair. Just me, I prefer the regeneration to be like mid-season or at the end of whatever episode comes before a new season, not in a Christmas special. No, it is what it is. Anyway, now we've got the full first length Space Babies, proper, no doubt about it episode. And I've already seen on YouTube that it's already getting hate, but I don't know anything about this episode, and I only know a tiny little about the next episode because I've managed to stay spoiler free all weekend. Let's go. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space Babies. So yeah, okay. So we're following on straight away, and we're going to find out who Mrs. Flood is by the end of the season. And I bet she's no one really, no one we've ever heard of. We'll get clues as the season goes on, I reckon.
We're indoors. We got through walls.
Something is wrong with this place. It is a space station reaching overload.
No, you made it worse. Is that a monster?
Yep.
No, don't be silly. River, there's no such thing as monsters. It's just creatures you haven't met yet.
That's funny.
Yet again, push the button.
Oh, space babies.
This place grows babies. What for? Food?
Food? What? Food. They're not tomatoes.
Oh, excuse me, there's a big hungry thing downstairs.
Baby farms boost the population. Sometimes the world goes sterile or, I don't know, goes mad and bans kissing.
And so I keep moving on. To see the next thing. And the next, and the next.
Sometimes it looks even better through your eyes.
And that's really what it's all about.
So where's this then?
Crew or a captain?
This is our reporting from 1306. I keep getting these temperature fluctuations. I'm flipping up safety bulbs.
There's your crew.
Try cross matching with the CO2 exchange. But until we get our pressure down, I can't.
Hi.
No. We've been waiting for an awfully long time. Mummy, Daddy.
Oh no.
No, Daddy.
No.
We're not.
Boys, I gotta tell everybody. Mummy and Daddy are here.
A baby farm. Run by babies.
And the first adults that they see, they imprint on.
Everyone back to work. Show Mummy and Daddy what a good job we've been doing. Make them proud. My job is to keep the pipes clean. I'm proud of the pipes. And I keep the oxygen nice and cool. We need oxygen to breathe. And I pull this string and that string. I'm not sure what they do, but I pull them very hard. It's a little flower.
There's something dark and ominous here. Usually putting babies into a TV show doesn't work, but they managed it quite well there.
Noses must be blown. Activate nose blow. Blow.
This is ridiculous.
Right. So, is you lot downstairs? Is that your pet dog?
No, that's the nightmare.
What doggo? What is it then, Eric? The Pokemon.
Oh, it caused a panic now.
You don't like the Pokemon.
But this station is in trouble. You have got a build-up of pressure on hull 3B, and something is ramping up down where the boogeyman lives. And if that continues, baby boom.
Portal 357.
Okay, what's that?
Access. Portal 357.
That's on this floor. What is it?
Access. Portal 357.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
just a storage unit. What would I need to go there for?
Oh, for God's sakes. 357. Come on.
That's a person.
Where do you think you're going?
Portal 357.
Great. Okay.
About your birth mother or your father. They didn't leave a note or scrap of paper.
Nothing.
I just left.
By the church.
In the snow.
In Ruby Road.
But you saw that, didn't you, Doctor? Oh, that's new.
It's snowing.
Why is it snowing in the space station? It means that the walls of reality are still broken because of the toy maker. That's my opinion.
The crew went home and left the babies behind, space babies.
It's the recession. The government closed the baby station to save money, but the law says it's illegal to stop the birth machine.
Of course. Legal red tape. Ethical red tape.
Because you've got babies, you've got a nanny, and you've got the bogeyman. You've literally got a monster living down below. It's a children's story. Come to life.
Okay, yeah.
And every story has its hero.
Eric.
Eric will leave immediately.
No, Nanny, I'm being brave.
Oh, God, no.
But I'm so scared.
Yeah. Oh dear. Eric's gone.
Get a proper fix. I told you these systems are a crock of
Waste products.
mine.
Hey!
Slip your ribs, be careful.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, this is disgusting. Don't call me Rubes.
It is scary because it's meant to be. The machine made it tall and big and noisy, and it built it out of.
The crew.
Oh. A bogeyman is made out of what?
I don't know.
The machine is literal, and the name is Bogeyman.
Oh. It's made it out of bogies.
Space babes. He saw it. The nose blowing.
No.
It's not.
It's not.
Oh, Ruby, it's
You got snot in your hair.
sneeze.
Oxygen filled at 10%.
Okay. We haven't got time. Stop jostling.
So he's protecting the monster because it's one of the children.
Stop it, Nanny.
Push the button.
Oxygen filled at 5%. Oxygen filled at 2%. Venting. Reverse. Venting. Reverse.
No, that's what you do, Jocelyn. You save them all.
It was a snot monster, it wasn't a baby.
The system went wrong, and that's where it stacked up all your nappies. But I am gonna let it rip.
They will be able to stop in time, won't they? You know, they need decelerators, otherwise they're just going to keep going forever until they hit something.
We did almost die.
Yes, but we lived so
Yeah.
much too.
Yes, we did.
You will almost die continually until you actually die. And Ruby, you will die because that is the fate of most companions these days.
There is one thing that I can never do, Ruby. And that's take you to that church on Ruby Road
Because he's been there.
that Christmas.
If you change one thing, a single snowflake, that could change your birth mother's story, and then you would never meet me. None of this would ever happen, and we would fall into the deepest, darkest paradox, Ruby. Trust me.
Yeah.
What the blinking flip?
I mean, his bloody TARDIS bigger than the, taller than the roof.
What are you doing?
Just-
And what the hell is that? What's it done to my kitchen?
Hey, come and say hello.
Yes, come in. Tell your mom not to slap me.
Oh, he's doing a bit of a scan on her.
Yes, now the people from my world, they use titles. Like the bishop, the pedant, the saggy she. My name was...
Nice little trail off there. Nice. Oh, snow. Oh, it's all going to tie in. I don't want to get any spoilers. You know what? That was good. That was a good start to the series. Tense, basically running through corridors. What's it called? Base Under Siege, kind of. But with a monster. Space Babies weren't as cringy as I thought they. Well, they weren't as cringy as they could have been. In fact, it was done pretty well. So, yeah, I'm saying that was a good. I would say that's a pretty solid 7 out of 10 on a first watch. Yeah, I mean, I could change my mind later, but I reckon that's a good 7 out of 10. Atmospheric, pretty much classic Doctor Who format. Music, I can hear Murray Gold bringing out some of his old favourites, but in new and interesting variations. To be fair, this rebranding, calling it season one, series one, episode one, and doing it as a complete reboot, it still feels like the old Doctor Who. It still feels like everything that I've come to expect of the show. Obviously, we're only one episode in. I mean, taking that with the Church on Ruby Road as well, it hasn't lost anything. It doesn't seem like it wants to take things in some sort of new and interesting direction. We're getting callbacks for the Timeless Children and everything, so it's obvious that Russell T Davies is definitely not going to ignore that. And I said before, that is a good thing. Russell T Davies is a good enough writer to be able to go with what already exists and write it in such a way that it fits more into his vision. Because I don't think the Timeless Children would necessarily have occurred to Russell T Davies. I think he always expected the return of the Time Lords to go in a different direction. But respect is acknowledging that it exists, and at some point I think he will come back to it at some point. It doesn't need to. Everything that needs to be said was said in that episode. He's acknowledging that he's an orphan, that he was found and he was taken in by the Time Lords, or at least by the Gallifreyans. Acknowledging all that, but still saying, at heart, he's a Time Lord. At heart, he's a Gallifreyan. That's all he's really ever known. So nothing's really changed. No, nothing's really changed. And Ncuti Gatwa's energy, just sheer energy. It reminds me of Tom Baker. I will say that. Ncuti Gatwa's, I always like to do this comparison. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor gave me the Peter Davison feels. Peter Capaldi's Doctor gave me the William Hartnell feels, and maybe a little bit the Patrick Troughtons. And Ncuti Gatwa is giving me distinct Tom Baker feels. And also a little bit Matt Smithy. A little bit, that sort of hyperactive, nervous energy. And randomising where we're going as well, that's also very Tom Baker. Because that's what I liked about the Tom Baker era, was that he disabled the limiter or something, and he would never know where he was landing. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. Did you? Let me know down below what you thought of it. But please, no hate. Come on. We're going to keep things in the comments nice and friendly. Okay? Catch you next time, which will be in a couple of days because I've still got another one to react to. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called now again. Devil's Chord. The Devil's Chord. The Tritone. Until then, keep well. Bye-bye.